Do not abandon your story. I know it may feel like it's the end of the world. I know you may say, oh my gosh, they don't even want to hear the story. It's tired, it's played out, but it's not. Your story is still here and it needs to be written, and it needs to be written the way that you want it to be. Not by the tabloids, not by the other people, but you. And we're going to talk about that in this video because I know it's hard, but let's get into it. So I wanted to make this video today because I obviously am very much a big advocate for people pursuing what it is that they want to do, whether it's a passion, whether it's a career, whether it's a hobby, anything that you want to do. But we can't escape the fact that life happens. Life is life, and when it happens, it's easy for us to get into this state of just sadness and wanting more, but then not feeling like we can act on it because maybe we're not in the best headspace, or we're just not there. The odds are against us right now. But I'm here to tell you, we can put those odds back in your favor. And let's do that because this story needs to be out. And when I say story, I mean metaphorical story, your life story, or you can call it your movie, whatever it is, but who you are. So the first reason that I feel like that I know you shouldn't abandon your story is that you know exactly what type of genre you want. So think about this. Do you want a story that's like horror, where it's constantly consisting of, oh my God, spookies, oh my gosh, coming out of nowhere, everything is coming at you, you got all these monsters, all these hurdles, somebody's trying to hurt you? Or do you want like a romantic type of movie? Do you want a romantic type of book? Something where, you find a little fun, maybe go a little here, go a little there. Or do you want a comedy? Is it giving hilarious? Is it giving the joke? Is it giving I am the comedian? We need to figure out what we want it to be. And I feel like it sounds like I'm romanticizing life, but in general, when we're here, we're just going through the motions. But a lot of the times it can just feel like we're just sitting here living in our life and nothing is going on. And then we can get into that headspace of, wow, there's really nothing happening right now the way that I really thought it would happen. And we can change that. We can change that when you actively go in your head like, okay, you know what? I'm going to be the author. I'm going to sit down and we're going to do this the way that I want to do it. We're not going to do this the way that people are telling me to do it. We're not going to do this the way that maybe it would help me out, but this is not really what I want to do. Unless, well, I mean, not, girl, I talk a lot. Anyways, but yeah, so think about what type of genre you want. You know the life you want to live. You know where you want to go. And you got to figure that out in your head first before we can achieve that in the real world, okay? I feel like my life consists of a lot of different storylines. We're on a lot of different plots right now, but we're finding it. We're testing things out. We're sampling, okay? But yeah, the next thing I wanted to talk about was, again, be the main writer and not just a passive reader, guys. And I feel like a lot of the times when life deals us cards and we're just living in them, a lot of us are just going through the motions. We're going through the day. We're going through life without actually feeling. What about those fun moments, those moments you felt when you were a kid, those new exciting adventures, those moments of happiness, those moments of like surprise, like just doing the same thing, whether you're just getting in your car, going to this event or going to this class or going to work or whatever. Me saying work being the last thing, just work or whatever. But yeah, like you can just get in the car and just be like this, like, I'm so tired. And no, guys, find those moments of happiness, find those moments of joy, and find those moments of what makes you you. Explore new things, something that you don't do, try to do it again, or something that you've never done, try it out. Like, the other day I was randomly like, low key, I was like, do I want to go skydiving? And I always told myself, I never would skydive. But then the other day, it came in my head. And it's crazy because the way that your brain just works, it'll just throw things in your head and it's like, oh, here you go. I'm like, wait, so like, do I want to go skydiving now? And it's honestly because I saw a video on Instagram and somebody was skydiving and it looked like they were doing cool stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, that looks cool. But now I was talking with my friends. I was like, wait, y'all, I think I want to go skydiving. And they're like, you're crazy. And I'm like, maybe. I don't know. So we'll see. But just find those things where you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I would ever do this. Or those moments of just adventure, just find the things, and even if it's not adventure, just things that make you happy, make you the best you. Because when you're doing things, most of your day is to things that you don't even care about, or things that you don't really want to, things that you don't want to really do. You put yourself in the back and you put yourself last, and that's not the best thing. We want to put ourselves first. I mean, obviously, within reason. I don't want to say, yeah, everybody, I'm doing everything for me, get out of my face. Like, just everybody goes away. But you know what I mean? Like, just stop putting yourself last. That's what I'm saying. Do not stop doing that, because you're only hurting yourself in the long run. Because people, when I tell you people, a lot of them are putting themselves first. So when you constantly just put everybody's needs above your own, it just constantly chips away at you. Can you tell I'm in theater and film and acting? Because I have very much personality, okay? I'll be having to dial it down. Anyways, but yeah. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is shaking up the plot a bit. Okay, so, and I know this is like a common thing in nowadays, where a lot of people are like, oh, we're gonna shake up the plot, we're doing this for the plot. And I don't mean crazy things like going to a whole new remote island, changing your name, having to do, like, no, I don't mean that, unless that's what your heart desires. But I mean, just shake up the plot, do things that you just find new avenues, take that new route to work, try that new trip. Your friend invites you somewhere, you're like, I wouldn't usually want to go there. Go there, try it out, just shake up the plot a bit. Because living how you're living right now and still feeling this moment, these thoughts of just wanting more, yearning for more, it doesn't hurt to shake up the plot a bit. It doesn't hurt to try a new thing. It doesn't hurt to maybe go on the new wave. It doesn't hurt to try it out, because the worst that could happen is, okay, you don't like it. Now you know you don't like that thing. But just doing the things that you strictly know that you like or know that you don't like, well, years have passed by. You may like a whole new thing. You may say, dang, I've really hated mustard my whole life. You try mustard again for the first time after like a decade. You're like, this is kind of tea. This has something in it. I really like her. She's tea. So you just never know. And that's what I mean by shake up the plot. Just try new things, okay? Do the things. Do them. Stats. Anyways, okay. So the next thing I put is the table of contents is actively changing. And this is back to that storyline, okay? Because do not disturb my phone, child. Please don't hang up. Okay. Did I stop the video? Please don't tell me I stopped it. Okay, I didn't stop it. That's perfect. Anyways, so what was I talking about? The table of contents is actively changing. So yeah, when you are looking at a book, when you are going to the first pages, you see the table of contents. Well, I know if you looked at your book right now, what would it say? What chapter would you be on? What are we in the best moments? Are we in the sad part? Are we in the boring part of the book where you just want to throw it away? Because don't abandon your story. Don't abandon the story. What part are we in? What part of the story are we at? You need to ask yourself that. And then see the past chapters. Look at it. Be like, this book kind of, it's giving like dark. It's giving like dark, sad fiction. I don't know. Like, we need to, if that's not the genre you want, which I don't think it is, we need to change it. We need to find ways to actively change. You know what? This next chapter, it's going to be about this. This next chapter is going to be about that. Example for me, for a while, I just graduated university last year, and now I'm actively pursuing my acting journey. And this chapter that I'm in is the starting stages of the film industry. I've done a few projects. I'm going to acting classes, got my headshots. So this is that chapter of my life where it's like a lot of uncertainty and a lot of new things, new beginnings. But it's a whole different chapter than last year. Just this time last year, well, actually, this week I would have graduated. But before this week, I would have been a college student. And that was a whole different chapter than what it is now. So just really looking at your book and saying, okay, is this the chapter that I want to be in? Is this the way I want to go? Is this how I want this to look? And yes, this is how I want my book to look right now. I just in the beginning stages of my career. Obviously, I would love to, hit streaming service. Yes, cast me, please. But if only it was that easy. So we're working on it. We're in the chapters of making it. Anyways, but yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is we haven't got to the best part yet. And that's the thing I want to tell you, because if you're watching this video, chances are, unless you just love my videos, the chances are you know that there's more that you want. You know that there's more that you want to do and what you want to succeed in. But it's these moments, these just dull moments. A lot of times they just come over us and they just are here for no reason, because they don't need to be here. We don't need them because they're here enough. What about the joy moments? And we haven't the joyful moments. We have not got to the best part. We have not got to the best part yet. And that's what you need to tell yourself, to actively work towards that great part, okay? Actively work towards it. Because yes, we've had amazing parts. I'm not saying that the book is trash, okay? The book is actually kind of fun. It's a lot going on. But maybe the best parts, they have just yet to come. But you're making it though. You're still writing that table of contents, right? Okay. Just making sure. And the last thing I want to say is you owe it to yourself. Ooh. You owe it to yourself. Don't abandon your book just to put it with a pile of a bunch of other people's abandoned books, a bunch of other people that gave up on what they wanted to do, a bunch of other people that didn't want to pursue it because they just were unsure, a bunch of other fearful novels that are just over there in the piles and piles and piles of forgotten desires, forgotten wants, forgotten dreams. Don't do that. Don't do that, because you owe it to yourself. You've been through too much in this life to just throw it away that easily when times get hard. Because I know, believe me, times get hard. But showing up and actively being there for yourself, even when it's uncertain, even when it's stressful, even when it's sad, even when it's not pretty, when it's not amazing, is the best thing you could do for yourself. Show up for yourself. You owe it to yourself, because nobody is going to be the one to magically save you. It has to be you. And you can do this. And I know you got this. So don't abandon your story. Oh my gosh. Guys, that was a lot in this video. I hope that you got something out of this, because I know I ramble. I go here, I go there. But for the people that actually stay, you get me. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm not abandoning my story when film projects or any endeavors that I do, entertainment endeavors or business, who knows. I'll be sure to let you guys know. And thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all so much. And bye.